What's the most amazing thing about the universe? Matter, when subjected to enough energy and time, becomes sentient and ponders its own existence. Two possibilities exist: either we are alone in the universe or we are not. Both are equally terrifying. Arthur C. Clarke. That we just don't understand it. It could be flat, it could be irregular, there could be another one, it's growing at an exponential speed, it's invisible contents. We try to learn more about it using our earthly knowledge, but there is certainly more to it. It's like trying to wrap your head around eternity. There is a theory which states that if ever anyone discovers exactly what the universe is for and why it is here, it will instantly disappear and be replaced by something even more bizarre and inexplicable. There is another theory which states that this has already happened. Douglas Adams. The only way we can see the universe is from inside it. We will likely never possess any way of viewing our universe from outside its physicality. If you were on a planet 65 million light years away from Earth and had a really good telescope, you could see the dinosaurs. That it doesn't exist to be observed. In fact, under different circumstances all of its trillions of stars and planets and oceans and moons and mountains could exist for billions of years without ever being observed by anyone. How young it is. People look at the universe being 13.7 billion years old and say, that is ancient and apos. That is nothing. Stars will continue to form for another 100 trillion years. Even after that, stellar remnants will exist for quadrillions of years. Black holes will still produce energy that can be used by intelligent civilizations for 10 to the 100th power years. Keep in mind, if biological life doesn't destroy itself, we will just keep getting more and more knowledge. It's probably a safe bet that within 500 years, which is nothing on universal time scales, we will be an interstellar species that has long ago transcended biology. There is no telling what our descendants will do for the remaining life of the universe. The 4 to 5 billion years of biological evolution of life on Earth will be looked at as an embryonic stage for endless quintillions of years of real life to begin post-biology. They will view the universe as their oyster, a place of infinite possibilities, while we are still just spending our days trying not to die and trying to avoid being punished by our brains with pain. Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. Carl Sagan. That whatever our problems are, big or small, it won't matter in 1 million years, worst being a nuclear war or something. Whales are the biggest known creatures in the known universe. This is one I thought about recently. I believe that Carl Sagan said that we, sentient entities, are a way for the cosmos to know itself. With this in mind, when we think about the end of our universe, whether it be through a big shrink, big cooling, or what have you, we get apprehensive. We probably will never see this end, many of us will be dead. Yet, we still get a cold fear in our hearts. We are also a way for the cosmos to fear its demise. It must be true that either 1. It didn't exist, then it did, or 2. It has always existed. That somehow all the particles accumulated in a specific way and in specific quantities to give you conscious thought. One of my favorite is about the number of unique orders for cards in a standard 52 card deck. I've seen a really good explanation of how big 52 factorial actually is. Set a timer to count down 52 factorial seconds, that's 8.0658 times 10 to the 67 seconds. Stand on the equator, and take a step forward every billion years. When you've circled the Earth once, take a drop of water from the Pacific Ocean, and keep going. When the Pacific Ocean is empty, lay a sheet of paper down, refill the ocean and carry on. When your stack of paper reaches the sun, take a look at the timer. The 3 leftmost digits won't have changed. 8.063 times 10 to the 67 seconds left to go. You have to repeat the whole process 1,000 times to get 1/3 of the way through that time. 5.385 times 10 to the 67 seconds left to go. So to kill that time, you try something else. Shuffle a deck of cards, deal yourself 5 cards every billion years. Each time you get a royal flush, buy a lottery ticket. Each time that ticket wins the jackpot, throw a grain of sand in the Grand Canyon. When the Grand Canyon is full, take 1 ounce of rock off Mount Everest, empty the canyon and carry on. When Everest has been leveled, check the timer. There's barely any change. 5.364 times 10 to the 67 seconds left. You'd have to repeat this process 256 times to have run out the timer. No matter how insignificant and bleak life may look up close, when climbing a mountain and admiring the view, or finding a spot away from the city and looking at the stars, we will forever be hit by its beauty. The big picture is always there to be admired, to make us forget how small and pointless daily details are.